Hey guys, in this video we're going to have a look at the volume of pyramids, cones and spheres. Let's have a look at pyramids and cones first of all, because the formulas to work out their volume are very similar. So if we look at a pyramid has a base area, which is this area here, and then it also has a height. So the height of the pyramid is the perpendicular distance from the base to the top of the pyramid. The height of this triangular pyramid would be from here to here. So those heights are perpendicular to the base. That is at right angles to the base. So for pyramids, you would need to work out the area of the base and then multiply that by the height and then multiply that by a third, or divide by 3. Now there's a similar formula for the volume of a cone. So if you look at a cone has a circular base area. So you would need to work out the area of that circular base. Now we know from our work on the area of circles that that base area, or the area of a circle, is pi r squared. So that would be the formula for the area of the base, which we have here. So work out the area of that base, multiply it by the height of the cone, which is the perpendicular distance between the vertex of the cone and the base area, so that height there. So the base area times the height will give you a result, and then divide that by 3. And the last type of object we'd be working the volume out for is a sphere. So the formula to work out the volume of a sphere is given by 4/3 times pi r cubed. As long as you know the radius of the sphere or the diameter of the sphere, then you can work out the volume. So let's have a look at a couple of examples. Okay, first of all, this pyramid, we have a base, a rectangular base, so 7 centimeters by 8 centimeters. So we can work out the area of that base. Then we need to multiply that by the height of the pyramid, which is 14 centimeters, and then divide that result by 3, or multiply that result by a third. So a third times the base area will be 7 centimeters times 8 centimeters, and the height is 14. Okay, so my base area will be 56 centimeters squared. Okay, then I'm going to multiply that by 14. So 56 times 14. And then I'm going to divide that result by 3. Get 261 and a third. So 261, and I think I'll just round that to 1 decimal place. Because it's volume, remember the units are cube units, so centimeters to the power of 3, and that's 1 dp. Okay, second example, we're looking at the volume of a cone. So we need to work out the area of that circular base there. We know what the radius is, it's 13 millimeters. So that would be pi times 13 squared, and then the height is 35 millimeters. So if I just do that area in brackets first, so shift and then the EXP button, times 13 squared, so use the x squared button, That gives me 530.93. 590, what was that again? 93. And that's millimeters squared, so that's the area of the circular base, times 35. Okay, so my final answer would be, so multiplying that by 35, which is the height of the cone, and then dividing that by 3. So I get 6194 millimeters cubed. Last one is a sphere. So this one's a little bit trickier. We have 4/3 times pi times. Now the diameter is 0.21. So the radius is going to be half of that. 0.21 divided by 2 gives me 0.105. 105 cubed. Now you could write it like this: 4/3 times pi times 0.105 times 0.105 times 0.105. You can do it like that just to sort of extend out that cubed, the r cubed. Or you could just use on your calculator, you can use this button here. So we're using that pointy mountain button, that's what I like to call it, and what that does is it raises a number to a certain power. So if I do pi times, so in brackets I'm going to put 0.105, close my brackets, then go press that button there, to the power of 3. Okay, so I get that answer there. And then I need to multiply that by 4/3. So the way you could do that is just multiply it by 4 and then divide by 3. Okay, so I get 4.08 times 10 to the power of negative 3. So 4.08 times 10 to the power of negative 3, and that is in meters cubed. So another way I could write that, this is in standard form. The power is to the power of negative 3. So I could take my decimal point back 1, 2, 3 spots. So I end up with, if I wrote that in normal form, I would get 0.00408 cubic meters.